Hello, world. My name is Dina Beasley, and welcome to Living the Dream podcast, a place to come for fun, love, excitement, and good old life experiences. My guests today are Little Dee Dee and Carolyn Brown. Little Dee Dee has been dancing since he was 3 years old, got his first gig with Maddie B and B.O.B. by the time he was 10 years old. He's worked with Usher, Missy Elliot, Chris Brown, and so many others. He's also an actor in Tyler Perry's If Loving You Is Wrong. He's been in Containment and Lottery Ticket, and so much more. My guest, Carolyn Brown, well, she's been in Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, and Michael Jackson videos, and so much more. But we'll talk about her a little bit later. Let's get it with my first guest, Little Dee Dee.
I'm good. What's going on?
Man, just getting through this pandemic, you know.
Of course.
We went to Florida for a minute just for a break and was out in Clearwater, just chilling on the beach.
Dope.
Yeah, that's dope. What about you guys? Y'all been out or anything? I know y'all used to traveling a lot, but
yeah, I know I go out of town in a couple days, but other than that, I just been at the house trying to get as much work done as possible.
mm-hmm.
You know, we just went into the summer, so a lot of more free time is, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's cool. So Dee Dee,
Yeah.
I know you started before you were 10 years old. You'd work with artists like Bob and Maddie B, and right now you're doing film and TV, and you're filming now a movie called Brothers Grimm. I've done all of that through the introductory, but I want to talk about some of that a little bit, if you don't mind. You're also on If Loving You Is Wrong, Tyler Perry show, right? You've done so many episodes of that. I've seen you a lot in those. How was working on that?
Oh, that's good. The actors are fun. They're good, loving people. I love them. Tyler, he's super funny.
Really?
Sometimes, he'll do a little Medea voice around the set.
That's
the overall experience is amazing, though.
That's awesome. So are you living the dream? This is my podcast, Living the Dream.
Okay.
And so I love to share with others how people get to their dream. And my first question to you is, are you living the dream?
I feel like I am, because I not only like my 9 to 5 is like my hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what I love to do. I love to dance. I love to act. I love to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like it's a blessing that I get to do that and, you know, get paid for it and get recognition for it. And it doesn't become stressful. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. My parents always said, if you love what you do, then it's not work.
Right.
You're getting paid to do what you love. And,
right.
you know, most people haven't figured that out yet, that they can do whatever it is that they love, as long as it's within the law, right?
Yeah.
And and so you have an amazing life. You have an amazing resume, and you're absolutely living the dream. But how old were you when you started dancing, Dee Dee?
I was 3.
3?
Yeah, I was 3 years old. Mm-hmm.
Did you get paid at 3?
I don't even know. I don't even think I knew what paid was at 3.
Right.
I just was dancing. I just loved to dance. I just loved to spin on my head. That's all I knew.
Can you still spin on your head?
Of course.
Of course. He said, like, what's wrong with you, lady? Well, you know, I don't know. That's kind of hard to do. And you have to be strong to do that. So do you have a particular workout schedule that you do, or do you have a diet?
Well, I mean, I know I might be skinny, but I'm considered a fat boy, okay? I like to eat, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I try to eat healthy. Some here I'll eat, you know what I'm saying, salad, something like that. But other than that, I'm regular hamburger and fries. I don't do it. But I do work out, though. I do work out.
You lift weights?
Yeah, I mean, not every day, but I try to, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to have a lot of power in your legs, like flip and, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So I do lift weights sometimes.
You do? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be really strong to be a good dancer. So do you dance every day? Try to dance every day? Or how does that schedule work out for you?
I think my body naturally just dances every day. If I hear music, it's going to get the
It's gonna
dig
move.
it
Huh?
and move in, and yeah. So I think my body naturally dances every day. So
Right. I mean, dancing is a fascinating thing. It makes people smile. It makes me
of
smile.
course,
Yeah.
it's the best thing.
So, what would you say was your first step to success?
Um, I feel like my first step to success was just knowing that I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like once you know you want to do something, you
Yep.
fight harder for it. You know what I'm saying? You're more motivated and you grind harder. And those three, you know what I'm saying? Those three steps are big keys to success. You know what I mean?
I
So I
do.
felt like, yeah. So I felt like that I knew it at such a young age was a big plus for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And
Then I had a family to support it all, and so it just all kind of went hand in hand.
that's fantastic because my motto is see it, believe it, achieve it. So you
Mm-hmm.
see your dream, you dream it, you see it, imagine it in your mind,
Yeah,
and you start it.
manifested.
You got to believe it to to
Mm-hmm.
to to achieve it, and once you start believing it, you achieve it, and that's how
Yeah,
that's the formula to living your dream. You can be
absolutely.
successful in doing whatever it is you want, but you have to have some sacrifices and some belief, right?
Of course.
Yeah, and you said you had a good support system there. I know your mom, Felicia, she
Yeah.
manages you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How's that going for you? I know.
I mean, it's
Wait. First of
good.
all, let me back that question up because I already
Okay.
know she's doing a fantastic job because
Right.
you're always busy. You're dancing and you're in film and movies too. So
Mm-hmm.
let me rephrase that. What is it like having your mom as your manager?
It has its ups and downs. It
Of
has its
course.
ups and downs. Yeah. I mean, I'm always working, and she keeps me out of trouble. But at the end of the day, she's still my mom. So
Right.
But no, it's fun because I feel like because she's my mom, she's gonna look out harder, and she's gonna grind harder because I'm her son. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Rather than a regular person just coming to manage me and looking at me like, oh, this is just one of my money sources. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know that she's
So I
got
feel like
your best interests at hand.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know she could be pretty stern, but also
Yeah,
she has a very strong, loving heart. And
right.
she's not gonna she's not gonna steer you wrong, or like if you happen to steer in another direction, I'm sure she'll
Hmm.
pull you back and say, look,
Right.
Dee Dee, this ain't gonna happen, but this is.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
It's hard to have that balance because my son plays basketball, and my
Hmm.
husband and I were kind of like his manager, but we didn't really say those words. We're his manager, but we had to,
Hmm.
um, you know, address people, had to help him with contracts, just
Right.
get him in the right places at the right time, and make sure that his money is right, and make sure
Hmm.
people's not taking advantage of you. And that's really a lot of work, and it's hard to do. So I
Yeah.
commend your mom for doing that, and especially being a woman in this
Hmm.
industry. You're in the entertainment industry, and it's a very, very difficult industry because
Absolutely.
you're told no so often,
Hmm.
but a good manager fight for you, and that's what your mom does.
Hmm.
You've done so well. Would you give her that credit?
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She opens a lot of doors. Is she around?
Yeah, she's right there.
Where's she at? Let me see her. Where's
She's
that
right
pretty woman? Felicia.
Hey girl.
Hey girl, how you doing?
I'm good. He don't want me to be on this camera
there.
with him right now.
He don't. Why is
No.
that? You he
Good. Out of the way.
Oh, I
What's
know why.
up?
Because he want to say things maybe that he don't want you to hear.
That
No,
ain't that
well,
ain't
no,
me.
not necessarily that. Because he always, I'm always there when he does his interviews, and he just kind of come off the top of his dome and say, what he
Yeah,
feels.
the dog wants
Right.
to say,
So,
hey.
Hi, Bella.
look, get down.
Hey, Bella.
Well, cool.
He
That's
just
cool.
know when I get credit, I go over extra board when I hear them say it.
Yeah. Well, you do though, right? That's what we do for our kids. So you work twice as hard because that's your son, and then he's your client as well.
Right,
So
right.
you have double
I got
double
a
work.
lot of backup now. My husband is coming up the ranks behind me, so
Oh, excellent.
It's definitely a whole Hansley Hustle family thing going on.
I like that. So your husband, is he going into show business or again? Because I know he was a musician, right?
Right. He was. Actually, he may dibble and dabble with it, but it's more so with our daughter.
Okay.
So she's going into the artistry, lane.
Yeah. What's her name? Nayala?
Nayel.
Nayel. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. So I know the whole family is out there and very talented. I know all your kids, and I've worked with your daughter. Cool.
Right. You have definitely been Anicia's mentor through her modeling career too. So
right. And she's beautiful, and so is her baby. Give her my
yes,
love.
my granddaughter.
Absolutely.
I will.
I'm a grandma.
I seen your handsome man too.
Grandma too. Both of my sons have boys.
Oh yay!
Yep.
I know you happy.
I know. Look, we're gonna have to do our own interview because Dee Dee's like chill back, like, Mom, can you step out? Okay, and as long as you're there, I'm gonna be talking to you. So
I know.
I think let's get back to the man, Dee Dee.
Okay, well, we will talk soon.
Okay, babe. Thank you.
All right.
Good to see you.
You too.
That's what happens. I'm sorry. I have to apologize too because it's great seeing her. I hadn't seen her in a minute, so it's great to see her. So we talked about diet already. You kind of follow it. You're just careful about what you eat.
Yeah, I'm very picky.
Yeah. So, can you remember your first big show?
My first big show?
Yeah.
My first big show. Like when
you got on stage, you said, "Wow, I am here."
Oh yeah. I'm thinking like first big show, like when I first started, but big show to me was BET Awards 2017.
Ooh, I remember that. I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
You were with
That was
Usher.
my first. Yeah, that was my first BET Awards. I did it with Usher. But that was when I get on stage and I just seen everything. I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
What was that like?
The atmosphere was just like
electric,
crazy. Yeah, like you just seen so many celebrities, and I seen all these people in the crowd, and they were all like cheering on, and like it was dope. Like that jump was crazy.
So during rehearsals, was there anyone in the crowd?
Well, like sound check, maybe like an artist he'll go watch a sound check, or she'll go watch a sound check. But other than that, they all waited till the show. They all wanted to see it like,
fresh,
like all the way out. Yeah, they wanted to see the real deal. So they just waited.
Ooh, I remember that so well because your mom was saying, "My baby gonna be in the BET Awards." Oh my God! And
I think the only two that actually went and saw sound check was A$AP Rocky and Mary J. Blige.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were, their sound check was right after ours, so they was like, yeah, we want to see it.
Well, Mary J. Blige is my favorite female artist. So I would have been dope if I'd been there. But
yeah, she's super cool.
That is such a huge achievement at an early age. How old were you? 14 then? Or
no, actually I was 12.
12. You weren't even a teenager, and you're dancing on the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Wow. So what can you do to top that?
The thing is, I don't think there is no topping that. I just kind of because it's like, it's what I love to do. I'm more so concerned about the energy. You know what I'm saying? I want the energy again. I want the atmosphere again. I want those people around me. That's what I strive to get again. You know what I mean?
And that's the great thing about dancing, especially in front of a live audience, is you get the energy, you feed off their energy, and it's instantaneously satisfaction and gratitude. Whereas in film, you have to wait until it's over or go to a premiere or something to get that satisfaction. So, gosh, that's really, really amazing. And congratulations on being so young and achieving so much. So let me ask, how are you guys coping with the pandemic? I know as an actress, I haven't gotten any auditions in 3 weeks. Well, a little bit more than that, maybe 4 weeks, 5. So how are you dealing with it?
I'm not doing that bad with it actually. I've been getting auditions. And we are like, I booked 2 movies? So I booked a movie and like a PSA. That's what my mom said. Right. So, but as far as the whole pandemic thing, we've been trying to just stay at home as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Not go out as much. And when we do go out, you know what I'm saying, wear protection, mask, things like that. So, so we're just following the precautions of everything, trying to stay out the way.
Yeah, that's cool. I've seen you on your social media outside playing around and dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool to have a family full of entertainers. You guys really be getting it. I like that a lot. Yeah. I do that with my family too, but it's only me, my husband, and my daughter here now. Sometimes my oldest son come visit, and then Malik is supposed to be coming and this week. So maybe you all could get together. He loves to play PlayStation or whatever y'all call it.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Y'all can get together. But during the pandemic, a lot of things been going on. The movement,
yeah, of course.
How what's that like at your house? Are you guys protesting?
I believe my mom, brother, and Anicia, they all went. But I didn't go. Right. But we supported 100%. All the way. Absolutely. Everything that's going on. Of course, there is the ups and downs, like the riots and stuff, the unnecessary things. But that's how people feel, and that's just how they show their emotions and things like that. But as far as the movement itself, we do support it. I think I posted about it, and I hashtagged it, and I did a concept video. Actually, it was a guy named Jeremy Green, and he did a concept video basically discussing and performing the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and I was a part of it. And other than that, I just been, just posting, just trying to spread awareness and things like that from home.
Yeah. Well, protesting and marching isn't everybody's thing. It's like I was telling my friends, I support, I give money, I do all I can, but I'm not one to get out and march. However, this one time I did get out there and I was marching and protesting because I think we're changing history. This is definitely going to make an imprint on history in our history books. And I want to be there and show that be there and showing my support. So I thought it was important for me at my age.
I definitely would have been out there marching and, protesting and things, but I wasn't too sure if the whole Corona thing was over. Like, we never got an official,
no,
that it was.
I don't blame you. I mean, I wouldn't suggest to my kids to really, go out and protest and stuff like that. But so moving right along, you you're transitioning, but you're not stopping your dance, but you are in film. You're doing a lot of film. I know you're filming now something called Brothers Grimm, and what about that movie 12? Is that finished?
Well, Charm City Kings 12, that's what you're talking about. Charm City Kings, that's wrapped. We already filmed that. That should be coming out in like very soon, actually, like the next 2 months.
Okay.
Something like that on HBO. But as far as the whole Brothers Grimm, I think that got put on hold due to like, production and things like that. Right. I actually don't know if they're gonna even continue that. But if they do, then I'm sure they'll probably, email whatever, and we'll just continue. But I don't know about Brothers Grimm at the moment, but I know Charm City Kings that is filmed, and they just started promoting it on HBO Max on the 27th of May. Okay. So so that should be out in like the next 2 or 3 months. So I'll definitely post and give updates and things like that.
Yeah, keep us updated. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer dancing or acting, or the equal?
I don't prefer either. You know what I mean? it's two things I love to do. They go hand in hand. I don't really put one against the other. You know, those are my passions. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I love to do. You know what I mean? If I can't do one, then I'm gonna do the other. You know what I mean? So that's just what makes Diddy.
Right. Well, Diddy, have you thought about doing any documentaries? Because what you've acquired so far at such a young age is very worthy of documenting. You know, the thing about life and me is I like to give back to my community. With living the dream, I have that opportunity. People want to know how do you succeed? Like the formula of success, it stays the same no matter what industry you're in. You know, there's sacrifices, hard work, and just believing. But you know, you have to follow your beliefs. So I think what you've accomplished, like I said, is amazing, and it warrants a documentary. Maybe I'll be the producer and I'll write it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm ready. The team is ready. Then we'll do it.
Right. So let's talk about your family a little bit. Okay. I know your older sister Anicia is a model, and your youngest sister is an artist, Nyala.
Yep.
Is it Nyala? Did I
get it? Niall, yeah.
Niall, she's a singer, songwriter. Am I missing anyone?
My oldest brother.
Okay.
Diamante, yeah. He's a dancer. He's more of the whole street performer. He loves the crowd. He loves the people. He loves that whole little lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
He knows he's the man. You know what I'm saying? The whole underground dance scene. You know what I'm saying? You want to know anything about anybody, then you know what I'm saying, that's the guy. But you know what I'm saying, we all kind of just sit in our own lane. You know, I'm the professional dancer. I'm the actor. My sister is a singer. Actually, Anicia is a mommy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, she loves to stay at home with her baby and take care of my niece and my oldest brother. He's more of an underground dancer, things like that. You know
Does
what
it get competitive at home?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I mean, you know, like with games and stuff, like my household.
Yeah. Because I'm a competitive person. I might not show it on here, you know, I'm trying to be professional and things, but behind closed, it goes down. Yeah,
I like to win. Everybody in my family loves to win. So whether we're playing a board game or a guessing game or swimming, whatever it is, I like to be the winner and the best. Yes. So, you know, we're going to close it down a little bit. So I do want to know that who helped make your success?
I mean, just my family, and you know, they're my whole support system. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like first it has to start with me. You know what I'm saying? I have to take a big role and give myself credit where it's due. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you know, everybody on the back end, you know, my family, my mom, my manager, my pops, you know what I'm saying? With, you know, just like mental support and things like that, you know what I'm saying? They just always been there. You feel what I'm saying? When I go around my family, or like when I travel real far away and I'll dance, I'll do the job and I'll come back home, you know what I'm saying? It's always good energy. And you know, it's like an old family game, you know what I'm saying? We just at the house, we cook some food, play board games, and we just chill. Then the next day I'll be flying somewhere else.
Absolutely. But, do you meditate?
Dance is like meditation for me.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. My parents always get mad at me because it'll be like 3:00 in the morning and I'll be playing music. But it's crazy because not only do I listen to, you know what I'm saying, what's out there, you know, radio, things like that, R&B, rap and stuff, but I like listening to like piano music and, you know, like violin and things like that, because all kind of music really, like, I like it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know where it came from. But it just is who I am. Dance and music and all that kind of stuff is just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a trigger. You know what I'm saying? It's something I love to do.
It soothes your soul. All types of music.
I think that what it is.
So when you turn off the music, you turn off your TV, what do you use to escape? Is it music, soothing music, or do you
Um,
like walks? Do you
yeah.
like walks in the park, or
Um, not really.
no?
For some reason my body goes right back to dancing. It's my escape. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
well,
saying?
that
I
it's
feel like
nothing
that's
wrong
why
with
I
that.
feel like that's why I'm able to do it for so long. You know, so I'm 16. I've been doing it since I was 3. It's because that's really, you know what I'm saying, that's my thing. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
it
just what I
is.
love to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's great. Well,
yeah.
we've been on here for I think an hour, and I've taken up a lot of your times. Is
No, no,
there
no, you're
any
fine.
is there anything you want to share with us that I haven't covered? I mean, I know you can share your
Um,
social media platform so people know
yeah,
where to
yeah,
get
I'm
in
gonna
touch
do
with
that.
you at.
Yeah, I can just share that now. All my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, is I'm Little DeeDee, and it's spelled IAMLILDEDE.
Okay. That's all
Yeah,
your platforms.
yeah. Oh, and then I also have a YouTube channel called the Hansley Family, and it's
Okay.
just the Hansley Family. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
good. I'll go on and check it out. I also have a YouTube called Dina Beasley, Living the Dream.
Go check it out. Go check it out.
Check it out, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you did touch on Tyler Perry a little bit.
Hmm.
Everybody loves Tyler Perry. He's
Of course.
helped a lot of careers, and
Hmm.
must be very, very fortunate to have worked with him and
Yeah.
on a TV show
Hmm.
continuously.
Yeah.
That's living a dream right there. So, Dee Dee, I have to say that you are living the dream, right?
I believe so.
I think so. You're doing what you love.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Dee Dee, it's been such a pleasure talking to you, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for
You too.
granting this time. And again, I'm so proud of you. You're
Thank
doing
you.
amazing things at such a young age, and
I
I can see a
appreciate it.
really big, bright future for you. And I wish you all the best, and
Thank you.
I
You
wish
too.
I wish it was a way that I can let the world see you and know about you, because you deserve it. You've worked hard,
Hmm.
and you have such a level head, which is very important and hard to keep. So it's been an
Right.
honor having you, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on Living the Dream, and you have a wonderful day, and
You too.
catch you in a few.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, welcome to Living the Dream. I got Lil Dee Dee over there. What's up, Lil Dee Dee?
What's going on?
It's good to see you, man. Hey, Carolyn. Got Carolyn Brown, of course.
Hey,
Hey,
how y'all
Carolyn.
doing?
So yeah, you guys, you both are dancers, and I'm so excited because you both have worked with some phenomenal people. I would love to see a dance off. Carolyn, I know you probably say I'm too old for that. So I decided instead of having a dance off, we could do a little game called Who Knows Best that I
Thank
like to
you,
play.
Okay.
because he
Yeah,
would
is
burn
Okay.
me
y'all
up.
cool with that?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no
Diddy,
dance
what's
off, because he
going
would burn me.
on?
He would burn me up.
What's
So
going
I'm
on?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm great. How are y'all?
I'm fantastic. Never been better.
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get to the game now. Okay.
Okay.
So because we're not on Family Feud or anything like that, I don't have no buzzer to buzz in. So if you know the answer, you could just shout it out, or either you could go and I'll say, okay, Carolyn was first or Diddy first. So
Okay.
there are a couple of different answers to some of this. So we're thinking about the best answer. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Mhm.
Okay. So by survey, what is the craziest state in the United States?
Seattle.
D,
Washington.
Diddy?
Um. 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 Um.
No, you can't get
No.
no help.
No. 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 I'm looking at my mom because I know it. It was the first one. Mini song. I think that might have been
Can't
it.
get no help.
No,
No.
wrong.
No. I'm not getting help. I'm trying to figure
Okay.
out the name of it.
Okay, so forget it.
That's
Forget
getting
it.
help.
Something like that. I don't know.
All right, so
Yeah,
listen,
that's getting
you
help.
get another chance. Carolyn, what's your second guess? Because none of them's on it.
He had one, so I won.
You did, but it wasn't on there. That's not the answer.
The state.
State.
Craziest state.
Yes.
Craziest state?
Yes.
New York.
Is it
Okay.
Baltimore?
No, it is actually California and then Florida, then New York.
Well, I won because I'm on the list.
So she's the closest.
All right, so first point is Carolyn. DeeDee, you cannot turn around and ask anybody.
I'm
Mama?
not asking her. I'm trying to like look to like in the distance, you know, trying to figure it out.
No,
Oh, you gotta figure this out, baby. Okay, so name something you might do before you go to bed. The first thing you do.
Pray.
DeeDee?
I was gonna say brush your teeth, but she just killed me with that.
But that's okay. Is that your answer?
Yeah, that's my answer.
You're right. It's brush your teeth, watch TV, read, homework, then pray. Pray is fifth. Can you believe it?
That's what's wrong with the
yeah.
world right now. That's what's wrong with the world.
Okay. Name something you only take if you're sick. DeeDee.
Medicine.
Carolyn. Or only do.
Sir.
Huh, sir? Well, actually,
Well,
DeeDee's right. You take medicine. So he got.
Let's do it. I'm on a roll.
That's okay. So, what president is on $100 bill? Carolyn.
Benjamin Franklin.
Right. Okay. What president is on a $50 bill?
Oh, I don't know that. I ain't never really looked at that.
I
Get some grants like Horace Grant.
Oh, got you. Thank you.
Okay, so what's another name for garbage?
Trash.
Oh,
What were you gonna say, DeeDee?
I was gonna say trash too, but she just like.
Well, both of y'all were right. So
Okay.
who gets it? Because who gets that point?
I do. I said it first.
How many points you got, Carolyn?
Well, I thought we was dinging in. I thought
exactly.
I got 4.
How many points you got, DeeDee?
2.
I believe I got.
No,
3.
he got Kelly. He
don't got no Cali.
No, I didn't get Cali.
Oh, he got.
That was the only one that I missed.
You got brush your teeth, take medicine, and
Yeah, I said 2.
Okay, and Carolyn, you got 3. Franklin, you said.
New York.
And trash. 2 to 2.
And New York. No.
2 to 2. And New York.
No.
Okay.
Which is your producer?
Okay. Okay, he's not here.
You need your producer.
Okay, so y'all want to get fancy now. Okay, wait a minute. So what are some kids' favorite desserts? DeeDee.
Ice cream.
Carolyn.
Cake.
Cake beats ice cream. Cake's number
Dang.
1. Ice cream
I
number
was
2.
thinking that too.
You should have said it. Okay, now this is something about Usher. Since both of y'all worked with them. What objects does Usher have over 10,000 of?
Over 10,000 objects, or cost more than 10,000?
Objects,
Sneakers.
things. Huh?
Shoes, sneakers.
DeeDee?
That might be true. Jewelry. No. She said objects.
Carolyn won.
I'm thinking like 10,000 money.
Carolyn got that.
I'm not cheating. My phone's not even sitting right there anymore.
He's something else right there, boy.
Who you talking to?
I'm not cheating. She just sitting right there.
Okay. So here's one more.
So that's 5 I got now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Usher is part of what NBA team? Owner.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
DeeDee.
Cavaliers.
Him.
No, you didn't. He Carolyn, you didn't beat him. You didn't beat him.
I be waiting for her to call my name.
You didn't enter.
Wait, it's the Cavs. Yeah, it's the Cavs.
He got that one. So it's 4 to 5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So this is a worth 5,000 points. Name something that people hate to do, a chore in the house. DeeDee.
Wash the dishes.
Carolyn.
I think I was first.
What's your answer?
Clean
Huh?
the toilet.
Huh?
Clean the toilet bowl.
No. The answer is take out the trash.
Oh, I was gonna say take out the trash or clean the room, but okay.
Yep. That's the chore that everyone hates
What's the
to
rest?
do.
Don't you have a list?
Huh?
Don't you have a list?
Yeah.
What's the rest of the stuff?
What do you mean, rest of what stuff?
Like, is
you
there
had
other
Los
answer
Angeles,
choices?
then you had Florida, then you had New
Oh,
York.
mow the lawn.
That ain't no. That's
Yes,
corny.
it is a chore.
That's a chore.
Yeah, but ain't nobody doing that. These kids ain't doing that nowadays.
All
They watching
right,
the
all right.
Okay,
watching the
that's the problem. This game gets so competitive. People be like, no, they want to give the new answers and stuff to things. But, so this is the $1,000 question. Name one of Usher's. Okay, this is how we're gonna do this. Just blurt it out. Whoever blurts it out
Like you about to say it one of his
first
songs.
is the winner.
Mm.
Name one of Usher's albums.
Confessions.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So Carolyn is the winner.
Yeah,
She won. Carolyn is the winner.
Yeah.
Diddy said, "Yay, she won."
I'm not a sore loser.
That was so cute. He was like, "Yay, she won."
Well, no, that was good. That was fun. Diddy, when you was thinking too hard, it was so easy. Yeah, but it's
trying to come up
okay.
with the perfect answer, but it's okay.
Yeah, it was perfect that you played. That's the most important thing. I really appreciate it. So, Carolyn, for your prize, you get something cooked by Patti LaBelle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, fast food.
I guess he ain't seen your other pod.
I know he hasn't. So,
that's dope.
So you get it. I'm Patti LaBelle.
You Patti LaBelle.
I'm Patti LaBelle.
Oh, okay.
Now you get it.
See, if I had told you before, I know you would have been more competitive. I should have said that, but I forgot.
Yeah, you should have said that at the beginning. I'd have been like,
my bad. Well, Carolyn, that was so awesome. Thank you so much for playing with us. I mean, these people get competitive when you play things.
I had a good time playing with Little DeeDee.
But good.
Dang.
So, thank you so much. And Carolyn, I'm going to get to you in a minute and do our interview. So stick around, okay?
All right.
I'll chat to you a little later. I'll call you later.
Bye.
Thank you.
In the background.
That was so funny. I tell you, these people are so competitive these days. So let's welcome my second guest, Miss Carolyn Brown. Former 90s hip-hop and R&B dancer, Carolyn Brown has worked with Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. She was in my favorite video, Remember the Time. She's also danced with P. Diddy, Mary J. Blige, and the list go on and on. Carolyn has her own casting company called Casting by Carolyn. She's also a realtor, and she's also a businesswoman. So, you guys, welcome my friend, my girl, my homegirl, Miss Carolyn Brown. So what is living the dream to you?
Okay, I would say living the dream to me is being a little girl in a small town called Cinnamon Ridges on Long Island in New York, cleaning up on Saturdays like we used to do. Watching Soul Train. My grandmother would give me permission to watch Soul Train. And I said, I'm going to be a Soul Train dancer. So my grandmother was the party house. Like, we always had a lot of people at the house. And they used to, I'm saying, go ahead, girl, come on and dance. You go dance. And they used to pay me money to dance.
Wow, so sounds familiar.
Yes. So I was in there getting bucked, you know. And it is, the dream for me is that I actually got on Soul Train, but I wasn't as a Soul Train dancer. It was my first performance on Soul Train is when I was dancing with Tony.
Oh, well, that was a performer because you performed, correct?
Right, but I'm saying I wasn't, like, I superseded my dream, my thought. I wanted to be a Soul Train dancer. I'm actually on the stage with an artist.
Oh, right, right. There was a difference. Like Jody Watley started off on Soul Train. Remember her?
Absolutely. Yes, honey.
Yes. Oh my God. We loved Soul Train in my house. It was on every Saturday. And I wanted to be a Soul Train dancer also, to be truthful. I mean, it was like
girl, you would have been perfect for that.
Girl, it was like the hippest ride going, remember?
Yes, yes. That's so.
Oh my God. You know, but I did end up, I went to the studio once, but I ended up doing The Price is Right. I was in the audience of Price is Right. Oh, no, wait. I got it confused. I was on American Bandstand. Remember that?
Yes, girl. But hey, we telling our age. Slow down.
No. I was just a baby. I was just a baby.
I was about 13. You know how we know how to get into places.
Exactly. You know, I looked a little older because I was tall.
Yes.
So how did you actually get started, Carolyn?
Me getting started dancing, it's so funny. I used to always dance in college. We had this place at Cheney University called the Body Shop. Mm-hmm. And always dancing in there. They used to clear the floor for me. I don't know. I just love dancing. And once I graduated from college, it was that summer, I had got a job with 9X. And I had a job, it was getting paid $25,000. My grandmother and them, they were so proud of me. They were like, oh my God, this is great. And me and my friend had went out to a club, and it was called Kilimanjaro in New York City. Mm. And then, so I'm just doing what I do, and they're just dancing, just going for it, you know, having a good time. And this guy, Jamie, comes up to me, and he was like, you dance? And I was like, I'm dancing, right? And then he was like, he was like, oh, do you like, would you go on tour? And I was like, what is that? And he was like, go out on the road with somebody to dance. And I was like, yeah. Like, I didn't know what the heck he was talking about. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you got somebody else to dance with you? And I said, yeah. And he said, where's she at? And I said, oh, she's right over there. And then he was like, oh. He was like, well, can y'all come to an audition tomorrow for Rob Bass? And we were like, so I talked to her, and she was like, yeah. So we was like, yeah.
Of course.
And we went up to the audition, and we got it, Johnny on the spot.
Wow.
Me and her, we both, I don't even know how, like, our hair was the same, but they used to think we were like twins, but we really don't look alike, but that's what they used to call us, because, you know, it was just me and her. And we went, got the job, Johnny on the spot. We on the road with Rob Bass. We get a call one night in the hotel. I think we was in Indianapolis or something. And somebody called, and they was like, oh, we looking for the twins. And so this girl, Lanisa, used to dance. I mean, she used to sing background for Rob Bass. She was like, they looking for y'all. Somebody's looking for y'all, whatever. So I was like, who? And then she was like, come to the phone. I feel like it was a pay phone. Now, honestly, I don't even know how they found us. For real, I don't even know. But she was like, they trying to find you. They trying to find y'all. So we were like, okay. So then I get on the phone, and I'm like, hi, this is Carolyn. Who's this? And then he was like, oh, this is Dwayne from Tony. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he was like, oh, we want y'all to go on tour with us. And we was like,
that quick?
Yeah.
That quick?
They saw us dance that night. And I was like, what? I was like, well, how are we gonna do that? You know, we with Rob Bass. And he was like, just come with us. So we were like, okay, so we ended up staying on tour with them for a minute, but we were going to Oakland. So when we got to Oakland, we was like, bye y'all, we getting off the bus, we going to dance with Tony, because they were in Oakland. So we just left in the middle of the tour. So
at that time, Rob Bass wasn't as big as Tony, right? It feels good, Tony, right?
Right. And that's what I performed on Soul Train, Feels Good, with Tony.
Wow. So were you in college still?
No, I had already graduated.
Oh, okay. You were in, okay. Excellent. Yeah. Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah.
So being a woman, you know, dancer back then in the 90s, it must have been difficult, especially, you know, you were with the dancing group Mecca. I've seen you all, and you're all very attractive women. So was there did you experience any discrimination against, you know, women dancer at the time?
No. No discrimination. They wanted women.
Oh yeah.
We were a hot commodity. I mean, in saying that, on tour with Tony, we went to Japan. We're in Japan. Next thing we know, Keith Sweat's on the show. So then Keith Sweat, he approaches us, and he was like, hey, I want y'all to dance with me. Can y'all stay here and do my show? And we were like, excuse me? He was like, can y'all stay here and do my show? And we was like, well, they have our tickets, you know, we young, we don't know jack what's going on. And he was like, oh, he was like, I'll buy y'all a ticket to go home. He was like, do y'all have y'all passports? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, okay. Girl, we stayed there. We probably did almost the same routine that we was doing for Tony, but just tweaked it to do it with Keith's songs. And then that's how I ended up on tour with Keith Sweat. Just stuff was just happening for me. It's like God definitely destined me to do this because I've never auditioned.
Wow, that is amazing. I mean, and it just happened like that. And it can happen like that. You say you went to Japan. What are some of the other places that you visit as a dancer?
One of my favorite places was Brunei. We got to perform for the Sultan of Brunei. And we did that with Bobby Brown and with Whitney Houston. I've been to South Africa. I did the HBO special with Whitney. That topped everything. South Africa topped everything for me. We went to 4 different cities. We went to Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, and there's one more city I cannot remember, but we did the HBO special, and it was just amazing. Like, we were like, we're in the motherland. Like, how did us little young girls
That's so awesome.
get here? How did we get here?
That's so awesome.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I mean, a lot of people don't think being a dancer can carry you to places like that, and you can actually earn a living from it. But you're a living proof that you had a great life. You traveled extensively. You earned amazing money. You were in contact with almost every major star that ever was. And you were a trailblazer. You guys were trailblazers. Do you remember some of the popular dances back then? The name of it?
I know we did the WAP a lot.
The WAP? What's that? WAP. WAP.
No, the WAP.
I was close.
He was like, WAP. No, you over here with the Generation Z's. No, child. Was it? Yeah, Generation Z's. Well, that's the WAP. Like, we did the baseball.
The baseball.
We did the spank.
The spank. I don't remember the spank.
Oh, well, I'm not doing it. But
no, don't do it. Don't do it. What else?
My camera's acting crazy anyway with all this moving I'm doing. So I'm sorry. I don't want to dance.
Oh, that's okay. So did you guys make up any dances? I know you made up routines, but did you make up any dances?
I mean, we pretty much usually did our own choreography. So yeah. I mean, we never called them names like that. You know, it wasn't like that back then, really. You know, like everybody put a dance name or something. We just made up routines. We make stuff up. I don't know. All of us would just collaborate. Like Mecca, she know about this. She do this. I remember one time, two different things we did. When Keith Sweat, I used something from my cheerleading squad in high school.
Okay.
And it was like one girl, her name was April. She used to climb up on top of the pyramid, and then the song was called "Pow." And then when the song goes "Pow," she just falls back. And she fell back into the arms of me and Big Les.
Ooh.
She had to trust us because she was above like 4 guys and 2 girls. And she would just fall back. Like we just, Marilyn used to kick. And then it's like, and then she just fall back.
No, I would never trust anybody for that.
Yeah, she trusted us every night. Night. On top of that, there was another thing when I was dancing with Bobby Brown, Shane, I did another cheerleading move. She used to get on me like I squat down. She'd put her legs on me, and then I would pick her up by her arms, and I just hold her, and she's got her legs stretched out, and I would turn her around. Like, this is something that we did at my chilling and stuff. Like, it was like we
you had to be
to the table.
Really strong. You had to be really strong.
I was strong, but she's little, so
yeah.
But I was strong.
So did you guys have your clothes made, or you guys made your clothes, or you just kind of coordinated it every night?
It just really depends on, like, I know when I was first dancing with Keith and Tony, we did a lot of our shopping in the Village. Betsy Johnson stayed down there. We had the chaps, red leather, patent leather chaps, you know, with black stretch pants under them, and just like boots.
I'm sorry, you were distorted. Can you repeat that?
I'm sorry. I said we used to go down to the
Betsy
village
Johnson.
and do a lot of shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Betsy Johnson was our spot. We used to get chaps, like red patent leather chaps, and put like black then this little black patent leather bras.
Oh, you guys.
Boots all the way up to your knee with the lacing all the way up.
Yeah.
And they were flat, so they were good to dance in,
Yeah. I had some of those, and I remember Betsy Johnson. In fact, I modeled for her in Europe, and I still wear some of her clothing and shoes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's the funky lady, honey. She's
yes, baby.
England girl.
She is
yes. So has dancing changed, or did dancing change your life in any ways?
Oh, immensely.
Immensely.
Absolutely. I graduated from college. I was working a 9-to-5 job. I was content. And I remember, this is bad. This is real bad, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be straightforward.
You can. We love it.
I got this opportunity to do a video with the Jungle Brothers. And it's so funny because, oh my God, it just came to me. They had in their video, it was a Soul Train line.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that just came to me. But it was a Soul Train line. That was the first video that I ever did. And I was working for 9X. And it's so funny because I worked with Ed Lover's mom. I met his mother. We worked together at 9X. And I was just a kid. I lied.
I'm sorry. Can you tell us what 9X is? I don't know what.
9X is the New York, New England exchange. So
okay.
It was like AT&T.
Okay.
I think AT&T actually bought them out.
Okay.
So with my family, I had a good job.
Okay.
I had to catch the train to the city. I was working in Queens. I trained in Brooklyn. My job was actually in Queens. That's how I met Ed Lover's mom, because she's from Queens and she worked there. And I lied to them, and I told them, and I probably shouldn't even say this, but I'm just gonna be honest. I told them that my dad died and I had to take off. But my dad was already dead, so I really wasn't lying. But I was lying, but I wasn't lying.
I got you.
I didn't say when. So
exactly.
I went and I did the Jungle Brothers video. And it was a nice experience. It was fun. It was really fun. And I think that's why they thought we were twins, because me and her had our hair cut in like bobs, with the bang and the bob. It's just funny. Yeah. We was wearing our own hair back then.
Nice. Yeah. So did you say her name was Marilyn?
No, that wasn't Marilyn. That was Michelle.
Michelle. So who all was in the group? Shane, Marilyn, Michelle, and Carolyn?
No. Michelle didn't make it. That was my best friend. I remember when she got let go from Keith Sweat, and it just was devastating to me. But we had a new choreographer, April. She came in and she was just like cleaning up shop. She was like, "You can stay, Carolyn. You getting it." I don't know why she didn't let Michelle stay, but
maybe she didn't get it at the point.
I was at Michelle's house every night helping her. Like, we got to work hard, Michelle, because now these city girls is here and they, they on our necks. Like, because we'd have been cruising. We've been cruising. Black Expos. We danced with this guy, Shake. God rest his soul. He passed away about a year and a half ago, I think it is. Mm-hmm. He was everything. He was everything to every dancer. Like, and we had the pleasure of dancing with him, with Guy, on the stage with them, a lot. So back to where I was going, Michelle is not a part of Mecca. It's just, it's me, Marilyn, Shane, and Selena.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do remember now that you told me Michelle was your friend, and I remember the story about how you tried to help her get the steps together and stuff. Yes, that's awesome.
Yes, every night.
So, as a dancer, I know in Europe, it used to be audiences were crazy back then, and they would do crazy things like, try to pull you off stage and stuff like that, or, you jump off into the audience and they pass you around. Did you ever do anything like that?
Oh, heck no. I didn't let nobody pass me around, none of that stuff. I just remember like Australia, that was my best. To me, that was like the best audience ever. We were there for a while with Bobby, like weeks, and going to different places like Perth Amboy, the Gulf Coast. We did different cities there, and they was just like the best audience ever. they were the best audience ever. And I remember Bobby, he called Shane chicken on stage one time out there. Girl, Shane made the newspaper, and they was like, this is chicken. They say Shane, they called her chicken, and it's like it was an all-going joke. But he just said it like because she had small legs or whatever. So he was like, "Come here, chicken," you know. But they loved her because she's beautiful, so they're like, "Oh, chicken!" Everything was great. Like she was like our own star at that time because they were just like chicken, chicken.
Right.
It was crazy, but we didn't do any jumping off the stage or anything like that. Nah. Mm-mm.
No, well, you know, they do that a lot in Europe, so that's why I asked. So you've danced with Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston, Diddy, Missy Elliot, T.I.
No, Missy.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
No T.I.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. You actually did casting for those.
Yes.
I should have said
Yes.
these are some of the people that you worked with.
Yes.
Out of all of those people, including Michael Jackson. Wait, before we get to that, let's just go back because my favorite video of all time is Michael Jackson's video.
You and everybody else is so crazy.
Remember the time, because I think he had kind of like got lost somewhere and then he came back with that remember the time 20-minute video. Do you remember? And guess who was in it? Like, I mean, prominent. My girl Carolyn. What was that like, working with the one, the only Mr. Michael Jackson?
That was an amazing experience. I must say so. That was an amazing. I never thought I would dance with Michael Jackson. Like, I remember Fatima was the choreographer, and she was like, we found out she was the choreographer. Shane and Salima kind of knew her, but me and Marilyn didn't really know her. But I called her and I told her who I was, and she was like, "Well, if y'all get here, y'all could be in the video."
Wow.
Y'all get here. And then we got there. We got to New York. I mean, we got to LA. We stayed with Fatima. It was about 10 or 12 of us in her house, and she had like a 1-bedroom apartment. We all stayed there. We just made it happen. And we would go to rehearsals every day, like Tima and Tish and then Stretch and Link, they all went to work with Michael by himself for like 2 weeks. Wow. And then we were working on our own stuff for like 2 weeks. And then we finally met Michael. He came to the studio and everybody was like, kind of knew he was coming.
But wait a minute. So there was kind of like two different choreographing going on. One was with Fatima, the other one was with Stretch. Is that what you're saying?
No. Michael wanted to learn the dance before he came in front of us.
Oh, okay. I see.
So therefore, they were the designated 4. So like basically Stretch really was helping her with the choreography.
Okay.
He helped her a lot with the choreography. Okay. You know, and then Fatima was her right-hand girl, so she brought her with her. And Fatima not Fatima, Tish was her right-hand girl. So Tish and I were on the podium with Michael Jackson. We were the 2 people that were in the front.
Right. You were the one coming behind the pole doing.
I'm the first person with the arm, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But Tish and I were on the actual podium with him. Wow. I remember in rehearsal, we did a floor move or whatever. He kicked me and he freaked out and he was like, "Oh my God, could you, Fatima, please tell her I'm sorry?" And I'm like, "Why you can't just tell me he's sorry?" Like, right. You all nervous and stuff. I'm like, this is crazy. But he definitely he wanted to come back with that. Like he wanted to come back black. Like that's why he like hip hop dancers. And we're from New York. They was all about talking about the union and all this stuff and all these unions. And we were like, I negotiated everything for us when we danced. Because I was a college graduate. I had, that business savvy out of my mouth, right. Go. And I would negotiate everything for Mecca all the time. I always negotiate our money. Wow. But when they were like, "But a union this and a union that," and we were like, "What the?" We didn't end up joining the union. But I wish we had joined the union because we probably would have been able to get
royalties now.
We would be having residual monies from
yes.
That. But we didn't know no better. We were just out there.
Wow. Was that one of the highlights of your life? Dancing?
Oh, absolutely. It was the highlight of my life over having my son is the highlight, having him. But that's probably number 2 on my list.
I can just imagine.
I remember when we were dancing with him, and it's so funny because we all knew the routine. We practiced with him. When we actually started the video, yo, they had to send us back to the lab because when he started, he was like, "Do you remember, girl?" And he started. He just became somebody else. We was all like this. You know,
Wow.
we were in shock because
his dance moves were just different, and so he was executing so well and phenomenal dancer.
He put us all to shame. We was like, oh shoot, we gotta go back to the drawing board. Like we had to come hard in the paint because he was no joke. He was no joke. He's an entertainer.
Right.
And so we did videos, but we didn't do videos like that, like with Michael Jackson. I remember when we did the Michael Jackson video while I was in California, Puffy called me and he was like, I got this new artist. I want you to dance for her. And I was like, okay. I said, only if Marilyn can come. He was like, sure. So then we ended up, the new artist was Mary J. Blige.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up doing both of her two first videos.
Right.
And they needed a leading lady. And Puffy chose me to be the leading lady on both videos.
I saw you. I saw those videos.
And a lot of times people thought it was Mary. But it wasn't Mary. It was me.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. So when you sit back and you look at those videos or you see them and you see yourself all hugged up with P. Diddy or dancing with Michael Jackson or dancing with Whitney Houston and she calling out your name, my sister, how does that make you feel?
Good.
Right.
It feel good. It's like, I feel like I've accomplished something. It's a really, really good feeling.
It's a great feeling. It's part of history, and you'll forever go down in the books of history as a great dancer who danced with great artists. That to me is just so awesome.
Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston.
Girl, can't nobody top them. Nobody can top them.
Nope.
But I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad that we had this opportunity. I mean, some of the people that you've worked with are some of my biggest, I'm one of their biggest fans.
Excuse me.
And just talking about it, thinking about the places you've traveled and people that you've worked with, you've had an extremely full life. So now you're into real estate, right? Well, let's back up a little bit. I know you also had your Casting by Carolyn company where you cast talent for different musicians or for different videos, films, TV shows. I know you've worked with T.I. and this Missy Elliot, Ludacris, so many Outkast, so many artists that you provided talent for. Is that as satisfying as dancing? Was it?
Yes, it became satisfying. My friend Dee Dee just said, I think you can do this. Just do it. And I was like, I was working with her brother, Kay Wells, at the time as a executive assistant at his record company Worldwide. And we went to Miami for Little Zane's video, and they were doing a casting, and I was like, oh, that person's good. That it just came. And then when I got back, Dee Dee was like, because she did the hair for the video, and she was like, Carolyn, you could do this. You could do this. Wow. And I was like, okay. So then she hooked me up with this guy named Chicago Chris, and then we came up with a name, Black Lipstick, and we started casting. Like that's how we started casting. And my first video was Shake It Fast with Mystical.
Oh yeah.
And we won a Soul Train Award
Watch
for that.
Yourself.
Yeah, we won a Soul Train Award for that video. That was the first video. That was the first video that we ever did.
Congratulations. That is amazing. So you just like everything is the first time with you. You just hit it just like that. You go big when you come out, huh?
It's just God. I mean, the casting was so easy for me because I was able to tell the girls what they should do, how to do it, how to loosen up, just do, because I was used to being in front of the camera. Now I'm behind the camera. Yeah. And the directors, they love me because they know I was bringing the talent and then I was making them do what they needed to do.
you know,
type of
casting
thing.
isn't an easy job, because as an actress, I'm going to castings all the time, and it's
Yes.
so many different group of people you have to call. You have to call, you know, age category, height, looks, experience. So it's not easy.
Find somebody with tattoos, find some midgets,
Right.
all kinds of stuff. Like, it's really not an easy job, but when I tell you that that was like one of my most fulfilling things that I did, I really, really love casting. Like, that is in my heart. I would love to get back into that.
So why did you stop, and would you do it again?
I'll definitely do it again.
Yeah.
Definitely, without a doubt. And I stopped because the music, the recession hit the music industry also. So I was the middleman with getting the casting, getting the
talent.
The talent. And when that recession hit, it hit hard. It hit everybody. So the video budgets went down. Like, I mean, I'm used to making like $5,000 to $7,000 a video. They started calling me saying, "Can you do this for $1,500? Can you do this for $800?" It just got increasingly lower, and it was too much work and not enough money, you know, at the time. So they started going wherever they were going to find girls, and you know, I would talk to somebody, and I met the girl Yovana. She was on the Real Housewives. I met her at Perimeter Mall. I pulled her in. Portia Williams, she used to model for me. She was in a Ludacris video for me. Like, I could have like a background, like I could find talent. I'm really good at that. I can find talent.
Yeah. Well, you can, and you have. So now you're in real estate. You're a businesswoman and you're a realtor.
Yes.
You know how I know?
How do you know?
Because you found me this house. So how's that working for you?
That's what is working for me. That's what's working for me right now. We're in a pandemic, but people are still buying, people are still renting. I do a lot of rentals for entertainers, actors, actresses. You know, Atlanta right now is booming with movies. Well, right not at this moment, but they're booming with the movie industry, and I have a lot of connections with a lot of properties and things of that nature. So I do a lot of luxury rentals, and I sold your luxury house to you.
Yes.
So you know, that's my thing.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of celebrities, and that comes into play now. That helps a lot.
That helps a whole lot. Just knowing celebrities, managers, like, you know, like Blue that used to manage Outkast. I just know like a lot of, you know, different people. Like, I'm still cool with Dex from Keep Sweat.
Right.
You know, so it's like people, they hear stuff, they'll call me and ask me, you know, you got something?
And Day Day, she talking about, I'm about to call Day Day. I'm like, Day Day, that must be a brother or something, you know, from the hood. I'm like, who's Day Day? Oh, I'll call him Day Day. Damon Hall, girl. I'm like, from Guy? Like,
we're like this, you know, we like that.
That's your Day. That's
that
cool.
day.
I remember, this is funny. I think it was last year, my husband's birthday. It was nearly a year ago. I decided that I wanted to do a Cuban birthday celebration. Remember that?
Yes, I remember clearly.
Celebration. I said, okay, I'm going to dance. I love dancing. You know, you and I, we get down when we come over to each other's house and we just have fun dancing. So I said, well, I'm going to have my girls come over and we're going to make up a routine for my husband's Cuban party that we held at a club, and we also went to Cuba. So we're making up this routine. And then I said, well, shit, let me call Carolyn. Carolyn choreographs. So here it is, 7 of us girls, right? And Carolyn was like, okay, so this is the first step. And so we all tried to do the first step.
Girl, I got it. Crying right now.
4 or 5 of them didn't. So Carolyn started bringing that whip out. She's like, no, I didn't say turn on 3, turn on 4. And so the girls started dropping out there. It's like, I can't do this, Dina. So I said, okay, well, Carolyn, can I talk to you for a minute? Okay, Carolyn, these girls right here, they are not dancers. They are people. Regular moms who go to work or whatever. They are not dancers. So can you kind of like lay back and, you know, teach them some easier steps? So
I'm crying. I'm sorry.
It was funny. No,
you remember like it was yesterday.
I know. You remember that. I got that on video too. Part of the whipping asses that you did. I got
That
that on
is
video.
so funny. Robin was like, I'm out.
Right.
I ain't doing this. Nope.
She said, I can't do this, Dina. No, I love Michael, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It turned out amazing.
Oh, the people loved it.
When he did it at the club with the girls and everybody had on their pretty,
white,
green, colorful white, and it was just beautiful. It turned out really excellent.
I know Mike enjoyed that. That was real sweet.
Oh, not only did Mike, all the men enjoyed it.
And then his mom was in the end, and she just did her little thing.
That's right. I forgot about Mom. Mom came at the
did her little thing.
Remember, Mom wanted to do the routine, and I was like,
no,
because it was a little.
We figured something out for her. We was like,
did.
It worked out perfect.
Too risky for her. I mean,
yeah, she
a little bit.
Yeah, she didn't want to do all that. We found something real good for her.
We sure did. She was the end of the train, and she brought it.
Yes, she was queen bee for that.
Dad was so excited, like
he was.
He loved it. He loved it. That was so much fun.
That's awesome.
So because of the pandemic, we weren't able to have a party like we normally do. However, we did go to Clearwater, but I do want to give something. I don't know if it's going to be a virtual party this weekend or maybe outside, an outside by the pool cocktail or something, just so we can all get together, because it's been a minute.
But still be together.
Yeah, distance, but still together.
Right.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool.
Okay, I'm down like 4 flat tires.
All right, girl. That's how you do it. So this has been real good talking to you. So Carolyn, are you living the dream now?
I wouldn't say I'm living the dream now, because I want to do casting. And if I get back into casting, I will be living the dream. So I'm working on that now. That's what I dream and aspire to do. I do real estate, and I like real estate, but I love casting.
Okay. And you have lived the dream. I mean, most people I know haven't traveled outside of the United States, and you've been to so many different countries, and you've worked with so many top artists. You've done so much, and you were able to feed yourself, because living the dream is doing what you love and able to take care of yourself. A lot of people misconstrue it. So you coming from a little girl with a dream of going on Soul Train, because it all starts with a dream. So you have to see it. That means imagine it. Then you start believing that you can do it. Then you go out to achieve it. So you need to see it, believe it, and then achieve it. Now you're living your dream.
And it's so funny that you say that too, because I willed myself also to dance with Bobby Brown. They used to laugh at me. I used to run to my room in college. I was like, oh, Bobby's performing tonight on something. I got to get there. I got to get in there. I got to see him. I got to see him. And it's so funny, because when I met with Shane and Salima, we started dancing with Jodeci, but they were still dancing with Bobby, but Bobby wasn't out. He wasn't doing anything at the time. So then they called me down. I came down from New York to Atlanta. I auditioned for Bobby through his president of his company, Nate, and he was like, "Oh, you bad. Oh yeah, you going on tour with him?" Like,
that's what Nate said.
Huh?
That's what Nate said.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you bad. You dope. You going on tour." And I remember I went to LA with Shane and Salima, and we went to Tommy's room. And then Tommy,
which is Bobby's brother.
Right. Yeah. When he saw me, he was like, "Oh, that's my wife. That's that girl from the Michael Jackson video."
What? He knew you?
And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I always said you was gonna be my wife."
Are you kidding me? And you were.
And I ended up being his wife.
And you ended up having a handsome son.
Thank you.
Your one and your only.
My one.
Everyone. So, by the way, her son McKinley, Carolyn, your son McKinley, my nephew, and my son Malik, they went to school together, and they won 2 championships state in basketball together, and they're still friends. And they are. People used to think that they were twins in school. Even though they
Messed
had
them
different
up.
last names. Remember
Messed
that?
them up. And they both went to MB, so it was Malik Beasley and McKinley Brown. So
Right.
they always messed them up. We used to be laughing like, that ain't Malik, that's McKinley, or that ain't McKinley, that's Malik.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. That was crazy. But yeah, and this is wonderful because they're still friends. But getting back to your story, that's you. So Tommy Brown said, "You're gonna be my wife."
No, he didn't say that. He said, that's my wife.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, he was like, that's my wife. And I was looking at him like, oh, I want Bobby.
Who didn't want Bobby back then?
That was my favorite. But
Right.
I know I wasn't going to mess with no Bobby, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For various reasons. But
Right.
I was just looking at him like, and you older. I don't like older men. You know, it was weird. It was really weird. I like younger men. Just for
So,
anybody
anyways,
out there
you
that,
went out on a date with him,
anybody out there, you know what I'm saying?
but you're
So,
single now.
yeah.
So wait, go back because you went out on a date with Tommy, and how did
I
that
don't
go?
think I ever really went on a date with Tommy.
Well, then how did y'all hook up?
I went on tour.
Oh, so you went on a long date.
Yes, and it's so funny because this is when I know this is when we really got together. We went to Hawaii, the Big Island, to do Good Enough video,
Mm-hmm.
and we were in Hawaii, and that's probably the first time we went on a date. We were in Hawaii on the Big Island, and I always wanted to have my honeymoon in Hawaii as a little girl. But I
Girl,
was
you
like,
had
"Dang, I'm already in Hawaii. Am I gonna still do my honeymoon in Hawaii?" Then I was like, yeah, because we was on the Big Island, so it was kind of corny. You know, they had the black sand beaches and stuff. That's why we went there.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got married, we went on a honeymoon. We went to Honolulu, this, the little party city. So
Yeah.
I went on my honeymoon. That was living the dream. I always said I
Oh
wanted to
my
go to
God.
Hawaii.
Your story is fantastic. That is crazy. Everything that you dreamt of, you've done. It sounds like me. There's so many similarities that we have, and we've talked about this before. My nickname was Pig, and your nickname was
Piggy. What the heck is the likelihood of that?
We found out that we were in London around the same time.
Yes,
Then we were
Germany was one of my favorite cities, and you lived there.
Right. So
I love Germany. We discovered H&M in Germany.
Yeah,
Hennes Maritz.
H&M used to be the bomb back in the day.
There's so much money in that store. We should have stock.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it was a lot of similarities. But this has been such an awesome interview. We're gonna have to close it a little bit. I hate doing it, but we do have to close. So with that said, is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, I do. Before that, you did this what's it called? Documentary, And I Dance.
Yeah.
That was recently. How was that? Because you worked with Kid and Play.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, actually, I did my interview at your house.
Oh, I was trying to be funny, like.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care.
Oh, but, you can keep it real because I'm keeping it real too. I just didn't tell them.
Yes. But
did.
so we're not really sure what's going on with that documentary. I've traveled to Florida. I've traveled to New York. Did a couple of different what would you call it?
Promos?
I guess you would call it a promo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we were talking to, dancers, people that, wanted to get into the industry and stuff like that. We were a spokesperson for Shane and I were spokespersons for it. And we went to Florida, we went to New York, but I'm not really sure where Play is with it at this point.
Okay.
I think it would be great to come out. I don't know what he's waiting for because he has a lot of dancers. And now I really wish he would hurry up and come out. One of the guys he had in his shake, as I mentioned earlier, he's passed away. So he's not even going to get to see himself in that documentary.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So that would be great if he came on out with it. But yeah. I don't know what he's doing. And I just did a documentary not too long ago about Whitney for Lifetime.
Oh, really?
I was supposed to come out on Mother's Day, but it hasn't come out yet. So I don't really know. I have to call the producer and find out what's going on with that.
Did they ask you, did you do an interview or?
Yes, I did an interview.
Yeah.
This was before Corona, so
yeah.
It was in person.
Okay, yeah. And of course you were Whitney Houston's sister-in-law.
Yes.
Man, you've had some amazing things happen in your life.
I know, right?
Yeah, you've
Amazing.
been some amazing places, and you still got a lot more to do. And with that said, tell us what platforms they can reach you.
My Instagram is Carolyn Brown 7, and Facebook is just Carolyn O Brown, middle initial O for Octavia, because there's a whole bunch of Carolyn Browns out there.
Yeah, there was a dancer called Carolyn Brown in 1929 who was a real famous choreographer. People calling me, is that the Carolyn? Hell no, that ain't the Carolyn. That ain't no damn Carolyn.
No, there ain't no way.
Right. 1929.
Joe, your mama?
No, but it's so funny you said that. It's like you read her mind. She just called me.
Well, guess what?
As soon as you said that.
Guess what?
What?
Both of our mothers' names are Joan.
Oh, that's so crazy. I know. I know. I remember.
We have in common.
Yep, that's also what we have in common. That's true.
Wow.
Yep.
This is deep.
Deep, 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 deep. Okay, well, so they can find you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yes, I'm on all
and
platforms.
We'll be looking out for Casting by Carolyn. And if anyone out there needs a house, get in touch with Carolyn through, you can DM her on Instagram, as well as you can, if you know me and you got my number, you can call me and I'll hook you guys up. But yeah. Carolyn, I thank you so much for living the dream. That was such an exciting show. I'd like to thank my guests, Little DeeDee and Carolyn Brown. Also, I'd like to thank my producer, Michael Beasley, editor, Micah Beasley, and music, Darius Brandenburg, Shiva Child. Thanks you guys for joining me. I love you so much. Have a great day. And until then, keep living the dream. And remember, a dream is nothing but a dream if you do nothing.